N'afọ na nwa na mmụọ nsọ. Angelus.
Mama Kosebru Agwaptal Maria. O wetiri meseni kenke Egyptian na Brazil, Sebru Anonyeli, Eden God's next tip or Ronine, Others in God's one forgive Jesus. Maria, their son, and Kechubu, Reverend Ninja, Kita, Namano, Amen. Neju Odibowani Kosebru, Korean Kisipu, Ekene Maria, Egyptian na Brazil, O Sebru Anonyeli, Eden God's next tip or Ronine, Others in God's one forgive Jesus. Maria, their son, Okwe Melaro, Ekene Maria, Egypt na Gracia, Osebru Anonyeli, Edengos next Tiboronine, Ojazingos, Mwa forgive Jesus. Maria, their son, and Kechubu, Yabalai Bondaja, Kita Namano, Amen. Yabalanya, your own name Kechubu, so, I went to Nadan Ayo, Ana Yogi Ojuku, Kirin Grasa, Yobi, Carbon and Jerusalem, where money will have no Christian wife, still fear no beer, where but no stone and beaten away, still a Christian divine. Amen. What you told the Rena, Naman, Namonso, it's what you told the Rena, Naman, Namonso, it's all the Nakitani, Amen. What you told the Rena, Naman, Namonso, it's all the Nakitani, Amen. Pablo Bindini, no Galaga, Pablo befaz weekend and Amen.
Onye nwanyị nọnyere ụlọ. Ka Chineke ji ike niile gọzie na nwa na mmụọ nsọ.
Amen.
Listen to news updates on Ebonadi 103.5 FM immediately after Angelus 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebonadi FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are looking for a new Nigeria,
you can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM.
Good morning and welcome to Abona, the 103.5 FM news update today, Wednesday, the 9th day of August 2023, and the time is 3 minutes past the hour of 6. Ifan Shukwekeze is my name. The headlines. Suspected arsonist raised down Reps member's house in Anambra. Enugu State Internal Revenue Services, ENIRS, introduces Unified e-ticket scheme. Stop social vices, antagonism at home. Ebonyi Governor Nwifuru urges women. Missing 15-year-old Anambra house help found. Governor Mba lauds army for improved security, peace in Enugu. Russia, South Korea to build nuclear power plants in Uganda. Now, details. Suspected arsonists raised down Reps member's house in Anambra. Some persons suspected to be arsonists have raised down a member of the House representing Ihiala Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives, Dr. Pascal Abudike. The house located in Ubahi Mbosi in Ihiala local government area was raised about 1 a.m. on Tuesday. Although no life was lost, but the house consisting of a fully furnished 5-bedroom duplex with 4 living rooms and a kitchen was completely raised down. The lawmaker, who confirmed the incident to journalists on Tuesday, said he was informed about the incident on the telephone. Abudike, who is a former deputy speaker of the Anambra State House of Assembly, said he was in Abuja when the attack occurred. He said before security operatives arrived, the arsonists had fled the scene. Spokesperson of the State Police Command, DSP Tochukwu Kenga, confirmed the incident. The area has been condoned and security operatives have been deployed in the area and they are assessing the situation. There is ongoing surveillance by the operatives, said Ikenga. Enugu State Internal Revenue Services Unified E-Ticket Scheme. Enugu State government has announced the introduction of the Unified E-Ticket Scheme to promote a digital economy, eliminate multiple taxation, and grow the state's internally generated revenue, IGR. This is stated in a press statement signed by the executive chairman, Enugu State Internal Revenue Services, Angela Chilotam Nnamani, pointing that it is in line with the mandate of Dr. Peter Ndubisi Mba's administration in the state. Nnamani emphasized that the Unified E-Ticket is an electronic ticket for collection of taxes from the informal sector, such as road taxes, including tickets from tricycles, buses, tippers, emblems, and passengers manifest. Others are revenues from markets and artisans. She further stated that this scheme has been introduced to make tax payments easy and convenient for all citizens while eliminating harassment and loss of government revenue. All payments and enforcement shall be done using online and agency banking tools. By this announcement, government hereby bans all forms of paper tickets across the state. Citizens are enjoined to purchase their daily tickets through our approved e-ticket agents across the state. Your ticket will be vended to your vehicle plate number, shop number, and enforcers will also confirm your purchase using online means only. Anyone found selling paper tickets will be severely sanctioned. Stop social vices, antagonism at home. Ebonyi Governor Nwifuru urges women. Ebonyi State Governor Francis Nwifuru has tasked women and youths in the 13 local government areas of the state to shun all forms of social vices and antagonism at home as a way to restore peace and order. Nwifuru, represented by the deputy, Mrs. Patricia Obila, gave the advice while addressing women and youths at the kickoff of the 2023 August meeting of Ebonyi women in the state. The August meeting, which was attended by thousands of women, council chairmen of 13 local government areas, cabinet members, and other prominent leaders of the state, had the theme, Mother, where is your child? The governor called on mothers to checkmate the kind of work and activities their children engage in to reduce crime in the society. Earlier, in a remark, the wife of the governor, Mrs. Mary Madeline Nwifuru Uzamaka, equally called on mothers to be vigilant and proactive in safeguarding their children. She noted that it was the responsibility of all mothers to ensure the safety of every child around them, stressing that they should train their children themselves and not send them otherwise the state for others to train. As the First Lady of Ebonyi State, it has been my message to all mothers to train their children themselves and not send them outside the state for others to train. This leads to different forms of child abuse and human trafficking, she stated. Missing 15-year-old Anambra house help found. One Neka, who hails from Umuike village, Agolo, Oka in Anambra State, works as a house help in the residence of a Lagos-based businesswoman, Mrs. Chinelo Orano, who lives in the Lekki area of Lagos State. Orano, who hails from Amudo village, Oka, Anambra State, had on Monday told newsmen that Chidinma had not returned home after she dropped her off at her school, named Bara Secondary School in Jakande, Lekki, in the Etiosa local government area of Lagos State since early May. She disclosed that a case of a missing person was immediately reported at Bara Police Division, Jakande First Gate, Etiosa local government area of Lagos State, adding that since then, the police have yet to ascertain the missing girl's whereabouts. She noted that the family members were devastated by the disappearance, hence her decision to resort to public and media intervention in searching for the missing girl. It was gathered that following the report on Monday, Chidinma was found by some residents and passers-by around Labasa, Badore, in the Lekki area of Lagos and taken to the nearest police station in the area. She was thereafter taken to Bara Police Division, Lekki, after interrogations. Reacting to development, Orano said, I thank newsmen for bringing the information to the notice of the public. She has been missing since May. This morning, some people spotted her in the Labasa area and arrested her and took her to the nearest police station. She has been taken to Bara Police Division and is still in their custody. Confirming the development to our correspondent during a telephone conversation on Tuesday, the IPO at Bara Police Division, Lekki, Alahaja Alaka, said, yes, she has been found by some people this morning at Labasa, Badore area of Lekki. They took her to the nearest police station and after interrogation, she was brought down to Bara Police Division. She is with us here at the moment and we are still interrogating her. She ran away from the home to a yet to be disclosed location. The mother, Mrs. Chinasa Nwaneka, also expressed excitement at the development. Governor Mbalot's army for improved security, peace in Enugu. Governor of Enugu State, Dr. Peter Mba, has commended the security agencies, especially the Nigerian army, for improved security and end to sit at home in the state, assuring that his administration would not let down its guard. This was even as the army has reiterated that security could only get better given the level of resources and manpower deployed in the state, assuring citizens of their safety as they go about their businesses. The governor gave the commendation when he received the General Officer commanding GOC 82 Division of the Nigerian Army, Enugu, Major General Hassan Dada, at the government house on Tuesday. He said the improved security would aid his administration's promise to grow the state's economy in an unprecedented manner, as the growth was going to come from the private sector investment. But one thing that is key is that private sector investment will not happen if we do not have peace and security. That was why when we took over, we immediately identified the security challenge and that sit at home as the big elephants in the room. We recognize that the continual Monday sit at home was not only creating this perception of insecurity in our state, but was also doing so much damage to our psychology as a people, our social well-being, and our economy. We moved against it and made a pronouncement to put an end to the Monday sit at home. Speaking earlier, General Dada commended Governor Mba for leading the charge against insecurity and illegal sit at home, saying the army and the security agencies had restored security in Enugu State through the governor's support. The GOC, who was accompanied by the Army High Command in the southeast on the familiarization visit, said, "Let me assure you that with the support of my bosses, the Chief of Army Staff and the Chief of Defense Staff, things can only but get better," he stated. Now we move over to the foreign scene. Russia, South Korea to build nuclear power plants in Uganda. Uganda President Yoweri Museveni announced Tuesday that Russia and South Korea will soon start building nuclear power plants in the country, addressing the second G25 African Coffee Summit, which is being attended by leaders and delegates from 25 African coffee-producing nations at Speke Resort Hotel in Munoyo, in the capital Kampala. Museveni said negotiations with Russia and South Korea had already been completed. Russia and South Korea are going to build 2 nuclear power plants of 15,000 megawatts. The nuclear projects come at a critical time when nations are dealing with how to ensure energy security for socio-economic development, he said. Recently, Museveni said while addressing the nation that Uganda has abundant hydropower resources distributed in different parts of the country, but there is a need for more partnerships to explore the new technologies in the sector, hence the need to develop nuclear power. He also noted that the changing weather patterns meant that hydropower is no longer very reliable. During the Russia-African Summit last month in St. Petersburg, Uganda and Russia reportedly signed a deal on a nuclear power plant project. Research carried out a few years ago by Uganda's Ministry of Energy and Ministerial Mineral Development confirmed that the country has the potential to start producing nuclear power after the discovery of large deposits of uranium in its eastern region. This is where we draw the curtain on news updates on Ebona at the 103.5 FM. But before we leave, a quick look at the headlines. Suspected arsonist raised down Reps members' house in Anambra. Enugu State Internal Revenue Service (ENIRS) introduces unified e-ticket scheme. Stop social vices, antagonism at home. Ebonyi Governor Winfrey urges women. Missing 15-year-old Anambra house help found. Governor Mbalot's army for improved security, peace in Enugu. Russia, South Korea to build nuclear power plants in Uganda. You just listened to news update on Ebona, the 103.5 FM news, produced and read by Martin Ifan Shukwekeze. Thank you for listening. Good morning.
Listen Ebonadi 103.5 FM immediately after Angelus 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebonadi FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are looking for a new Nigeria,
you can as well listen online via mixlr.com/gistfm. How best can we talk about the challenges we are having on our streets, our community, our society in general? Street report. If we do not address these challenges on Ebonadi FM, who will? As the happenings around us get as complicated as they can be. Street report is here to make sense of it all. Street report is causing social change across your streets. In your community, Street report is here with hardcore journalism to get to the roots of our problem. Why don't you join me, Martin Ifanju, number the first every Friday, 4:30 p.m. on Ebonadi 103.5 FM as Street reports unfolds in your face. On Emazin Ebonadi corner 24/7.
Ladies and gentlemen, tighten your seatbelt as we take you on this smooth ride. Let's go! It's the morning drive on 103.5 Ebonadi FM, keeping your morning engaging as we take you through the smoothest ride on radio.
From 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
Getting your morning inspired, be informed, let's interact only on the morning drive.
Make it a date with Martin Ifanju, aka Meta,
and Christy, aka Eminari, aka Classy.
From Monday to Friday, from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
on the morning drive.
103.5 Ebonadi FM.
Oh, we thank you, Lord.
Okay, thank you. I'm subscribing to that. Thank you.